Alrighty, still here on Route 119. It's very long, and I would not be surprised if it takes up the majority of this whole segment. And there's still quite a few gimmicks to go into detail about it also, so yeah. First, check out what's over here, because, you know, when you see thin platforms like that, you couldn't possibly walk across them. You have to use your bike, because that makes total sense, and then do sideways jumps on your bike to get across even further. Let's see what's even over here. Apparently something. Calcium. Not that great, but okay. And there's a secret base. And there's another secret base. I don't know if they're good ones. I don't have secret power on my team, so I am not going to check. From what I've heard, the best secret base in the game is the one underneath the bike path that you have to surf to. I think that's supposed to be the biggest one. I know you need boards to get across it, and I've never actually seen a rooftop sail with the boards, but eh. Yeah, Joan has not gained a single level since evolving, so let's give it a shot here. Apparently this is a Pokemon Ranger. I think that this was before the Ranger series. Actually, I'm almost positive, because the first Ranger game could have Manaphy in it, so yeah. Yeah, I don't want to fight a Breloom with this, so switching out. Rain is going to make Flamethrower weaker, but it did well enough. Yeah. I have no idea how far along this route I actually am, but I don't think I'm very far. Maybe halfway. Maybe. Okay. More unexciting trainers. I thought you were facing to the right, but nope, double battle, so... I don't know, I'm waiting for things to show up that do make the route interesting. I guess... since none of those are showing up yet, I can, start getting into details on other things that have happened to me here. This is probably the route where I have had my most ridiculous amount of luck in any Pokemon game. Because, one time I was playing the ROM of this, and it was before I owned the actual game, I found a shiny Linoone and Pokerus in the same night. I don't think the shiny Linoone was the one that had the Pokerus, but it was in the same night. So that's, like... Basically, when I discovered that I had found both on this route, I decided, like, you know, I should probably, like, buy a lottery ticket or something, because this is freaking ridiculous. I didn't do that, but... I don't know, in hindsight, I probably should have, honestly. Not that I really believe in good or bad luck, but goddamn. Pokerus, if you're not aware, is actually several times rarer than shiny Pokemon. I don't know the exact odds of finding it, but I know they're ludicrously low. So it always kind of pisses me off when people say that EV training is easy, because, oh, you can always just have... I mean, if you have Pokerus, it makes it go twice as fast. It's like, okay... That's really asking for a lot here. I guess you can always get something that's infected over trade boards, but you all know my opinion on that, so I'm not going to get into that any further. I don't know, EV training is just irritating to me. Yeah, you can speed up the process, but doing all the stuff necessary to speed up the process takes like 9 years. Okay, so that mudslide thing is completely pointless. Good to know. And more bird trainers. Because we haven't seen enough Wingulls in this game yet. Oh, pausing. Okay, I think it's working now. Recorder crashed and stuff. Anyway, didn't answer the phone in time, so I don't know who it was. It was Brenna's phone that rang. I did not realize that her phone was even here, since she's at work and usually takes it with. And, of course, it figures that, it would ring today, because actually, here's a pointless little story that I wasn't planning on getting into, but in the last session I was expecting a phone call and was secretly hoping and actually somewhat preparing that it would come during the LP and that I would answer it, like, while recording, and it would be like, wacky hijinks, oh my god, I'm answering the phone while recording, and then would be recording the other person's voice without her consent, and that would be kind of awesome, but, that did not happen. That's about it. I don't know what else to say about that. I don't know, it would have been really dumb, but whatever. It would have made the segment interesting at any rate, but it turned out to be a pretty decent segment anyway. Okay, so, fighting Team Aqua people. Because they are here, and they're dumb. Because they think that the world doesn't have enough water in it. I'm pretty sure I've probably gone into the stupidity of this in the old segments with Bruna, but it bears repeating. I'll probably end up repeating it at least 16 more times, because goddamn. Not that Team Magma is much better, because they plan on erupting a volcano in the middle of the island, which would not expand the land at all, and all it would do is kill people, but at least having more land could be considered a good thing. Whatever. So yeah, Weather Institute, skipping all the text here because I don't really care what they have to say. They're here because they think that having a Pokemon that can control the weather would help them, I guess. If you can cause it to rain all the time, then I guess... I'm trying to think how that would work. Because in the Pokemon world, you can produce water from nothing. Every water type is capable of doing this. In the real world, rain doesn't magically come from nowhere. It's water that already existed and evaporating, so I don't think you could expand the oceans, other than melting the polar ice cap. So honestly, causing sunny weather would make it flood. I don't know. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. I won't give them that much credit, though. I'm gonna use Ice Beam on a Zubat just because I want to use Ice Beam. Oh my god, it's Ice Beam, oh my god. Ice Beam has become progressively lamer looking over the years. In the original games, it looked kind of... well, it was basically just a white stick, because it was Gen 1 graphics. But yeah, it's just kind of gotten worse since then. Now it's like this tiny little thread of ice. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to fight here or whatever. Let's use John again. Fun fact, when I played Emerald 386, which a hack I've shown some footage of, this trainer would not battle me. She acted as if she was already fought, I think. I don't really remember exactly what happened, but I could not fight her. And because of this, the Aqua dudes on the bridge would not go away. And I was unable to finish the game, except for the fact that, like, I had to use walk-through wall codes to go around them and get on the bridge. It was the only way to proceed, so, like, until I was able to look up these codes, which I think I didn't have internet at the time, yeah, I couldn't proceed. It was really stupid, and also... blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Okay, not gonna reveal your plan at all. Yep, let's head to Mount Pyre, because things will happen there, I'm sure. Anyway, yeah, this guy gives you a Castform. It's the only way to get a Castform, and because I could not battle the trainer, I could not actually get it. But by doing walk-through walls and getting behind and talking to this guy, he gave it to me that way. So, anyway, Castform is actually one of my favorite Gen 3 Pokemon. I am not going to use it in this playthrough. I used one in Sapphire. Other than the fact that it looks like it has boobs or testicles, I'm not sure which, its gimmick is that it can transform in the weather. And there's various ways that you can use it. The wisest way is to pick one weather type and stick with it and have moves that complement that. Or you can use all 3 weather moves, Rain Dance, Sunny Day, and Hail, and Weather Ball, which changes type depending on the weather, and yeah. That's what I did. It's not very effective because you have to constantly change the weather depending on what you're fighting, and Castform is not very durable. It has straight 70 stats everywhere. Okay, so while I'm surfing along this river, searching for hidden items and not hidden items, Leaf Stone, not bad. Not that I'm going to use it, but there it is if you want it. I guess now is a good time to bring it up. I'm sure most people watching already know this, but if you either have not played any of the Hoenn-based games, or if you have but have never seen any sort of a walkthrough for them, you might not know this, but Feebas can only be found on this route. And it is found in exactly 6 of the water tiles on this route. Now, this little section right here, this is 6 tiles. You've seen how freaking huge this river is, and how much water is on this route. 6 of the tiles in this entire route can contain Feebas. There is no way of knowing which ones it is in. And which ones it in, like, the ones it appears in changes every time that, oh hi, rival battle, every time that the Duford trendy phrase changes. However, setting it to a specific phrase does not put Feebas in a specific location. So yeah, you pretty much just have to fish in every single spot until you get lucky and find one. I'm gonna go ahead and say that there is almost a 0% chance of you finding Feebas without knowledge of this. Like, if you look in the Pokédex, oh, Feebas is on this route, you go fishing, you find one on your first try, then congratulations, you are about as lucky as I was when I found the shiny and Pokerus on the same day. Yeah, if you don't know it's only in some places, you are not going to find that goddamn thing. And evolving it is arguably just as annoying. Anyway, I just beat Brendan. He is not much of a threat. Here's Scott the Stalker. I did not read what Brendan said. Did he give me an item? I was not paying attention. I will have to go back and look at the footage, because I honestly don't remember at all what he gives you here, if anything. But, anyway, the day that I found the shiny and Pokerus, I did find Feebas in the same night, because I basically figured, you know, I found these 2 ridiculously rare things, I can find Feebas no problem, and what do you know, I did. It took a while. I didn't find it on my first try, but I did find it, and I guess that's all that matters. So, yeah, that's Feebas for you. In Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, it is easier to find. It's in 4 spots out of a little pond area inside of Mount Coronet. It's still hard to find, but it's not quite as much water that you have to search. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, you can, okay then. We'll find out what this is in probably a couple segments. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, you can only get it from the Pokewalker after you have taken 2 million steps. Not exaggerating. And then in Black and White, they just decided to make it common. I don't know why. So yeah, it went from being completely horrible to find to just being another standard Pokemon. Though, with everything I've said about Feebas, Munchlax is still 4,000 times harder to find in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. It, too, has kind of lost its sense of rarity, but I might go into a rant on Munchlax in another segment, but I'll have to specifically remember to do this, because Munchlax is not in this game at all, and Snorlax is not found anywhere in it either, so yeah. Anyway, that was it for that long freaking route. I hope I've rambled enough. See what these people have to say. Record Center, that's not interesting. And, okay, stuff I don't care about. So yeah, next time, I will explore what little there is to explore in Tree City, and move on to the gym, probably. So, see you then.